We'll get the Zencaster links when I think you're ready for the Zencaster link.
I was born ready for the Zencaster.
20 minutes after we start recording.
Exactly.
How do I make my brightness not so bright?
I believe it's a setting on your monitor. I think you're the one that
I
told
know,
me
but
that.
I gotta change it every goddamn time. Don't want to change it every goddamn time.
Mystery.
It's a little better.
Okay.
It's not great.
It's a great link.
It's not great, but it'll work.
I gotta actually get out my little halo light too high. I think it's bright. What is this? That's getting hot. That's getting brighter. No, what you go down? No!
That's yeah.
There we go. That's probably too dark. Let's see. Yeah, it's too dark. Oh, dude. That was painful.
I'm just making sure you're listening.
Dude, look how glary my glasses are.
This is going to be a rough one.
Why?
Because.
Okay.
All right. Ready for the intro?
Yeah, do it. I got a retweet.
And my system crashed. That's super.
One, two, coming off the top, y'all know how we do. Listen, I'ma drop a freestyle you can cherish. I'ma send a shout out to the host named Eric. Yo, he's never on some average shit. You know, Eric, he stays loud and passionate. I'm about to break it down for y'all with the clever song. Yo, shout the host named Thomas, cause he's never wrong. Yo, shout to John, you know that he's smart and quiet, unlike my freestyles, which cause a riot. I'm about to do it like this, cause the people love me. Shouts out to PHP, the ugly. It's called ugly cause it's not professional, but I'm about to come through and bless it with style. So let's do it when I'm spitting, I perfume the room. Yo, the segment of the show is called Doom and Gloom. That came from Thomas. Yeah, can nobody go beyond this? I get the mic and then I'm about to keep it like a promise. Yeah, and y'all know we fill them up with anguish. We talking about the PHP, the programming language. About to break it down, no exaggeration. What do y'all do for a living? Web applications. Okay, I can dig it. My words spray tight. They getting together on the Thursday nights. Yeah, when it comes to rhyming, you can call me the new dude. I spew true lyrics while y'all broadcast on YouTube. So let's get it. You know my lyrics are major. All up in the comments, they got plenty of haters, but they doing what they doing. Keep it ugly. We ending every show with the saying it's lovely. Let's go.
Woo! Cool.
The thing worked.
It didn't
What
skip.
thing?
That's a big plus.
I guess we'll talk about it on the show. Yeah.
Hold on. Are we recording?
Not yet. I was getting ready to. Are you ready? Or
Let's
do you
start
want to?
doing that.
Okay.
Ooh, chill, dude.
You're listening to PHPUgly, episode 275. I am your host, Eric Van Johnson. We have our Discord going. Today I learned that this is known as Thor Day. In the future, it will be PHPUgly Day forevermore. With me tonight is John Congdon.
You are on fire tonight. What happened to you?
And Time Rundown.
Someone shaved his head. It's giving him a boost.
He's more streamlined.
I shaved my own head.
Faster, better, faster, stronger. More
He's
surly.
Thor on Thor Day.
Thor Day. Thanks to Sarah Goldman for letting me know that Thursday is known as Thor Day. I like that.
The best Twitter account that I know of.
So
And
how
she says
is
it's supposed to
everybody?
be Thursday, not Thor Day.
Thursday. Oh, Thursday. I get it. Thursday. Whatever.
It's
And
my
it's
wife's birthday.
possessive. And it's possessive. It's Thor's Day. Come on. She's setting you straight. I'm just helping her on the show.
No, it's my wife's birthday, and she wants a new dog, like another puppy, another member of the family. So I said fine, and like,
And then
showed
she
her-
filled you in on the rest
her
of the
picture.
rules of she wanted
she
to
went-
replace you
yeah,
with the
no,
dog.
she said, oh God, no, I can't handle another dog. I just love the fantasy of it. And said, why would I understand that?
Why am I confused now? We're 2 minutes into the show. I'm already confused. Eric, are
Hey,
you
Tom.
confused?
You need to. Well, you did update this one. Okay. I was about to say you need to update the ugly logo on the stream because I noticed on Harry Mack it was still the old one, but
I did.
looks like you took care of it. Was that Harry Mack? Was that on my thing that I created for you? Do I need to update that for you? Maybe I need to update that. I don't know.
No, I'm sure I have failed in one way or another.
Well, I didn't really want you to update it. I just enjoyed the fantasy of it being updated. Don't worry about it. It's probably on this. It's probably on the thing I created. Don't.
On the video itself.
It is
Yes.
the video itself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'll fix that for you. I'll fix it for you. I'll hook you up.
Very gentlemanly of you.
Harry Mack on tour now. I was going to go see him last Sunday down in San Diego, but then the wife decided that she had an interest in joining, and because of where I live now, he has
We're like,
several
no way.
shows.
Not gonna happen.
He has several shows about the same distance from the house, so we are going to catch him up north a little bit, which is nice
really?
to have. Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
need
we
to-
can't talk. We can't not talk about your hair.
We talked
Yes,
about
we
it
can because I
already.
have no hair to talk about.
Oh, you have lots of not hair to talk about.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same. I think it's the glare. I was saying that earlier. It's the same
No,
thing
but
I always do.
You have sacrificed like the facial hair with it. Why? Like, I understand. I understand the head shaving, totally fine, but the beard, like
I can't be
any
that
facial
guy.
hair.
I can't be that guy. First thing, I don't get a beard. I get some horrible scratchy thing on my face. It's never as clean as yours or what
That's-
John grows.
We call that
It's
usually we
horrible.
call that a beard.
But even if I did have like what I consider to be a nice full facial hair, I still couldn't be the guy with a bald head and a beard. That I don't understand that look. Like if you don't want hair on top of your head, but you want it around your mouth. That
If
doesn't make
anyone
sense to me.
listen, if anyone can pull off a facial beard, it's you. A full facial beard.
I'm so confused. Where is this going?
I can't. I just can't. I've never. You've seen me with as much facial hair as I get. It's not a pretty sight. Trust me. I go from this look that I have now to like mental
zoom in on-
health,
let's zoom in on
homeless. We don't need to.
Why are we
really-
stuck on Eric's facial hair?
I think
actually-
we got
we
the
got-
wrong topics.
we
We're really
got big
focused on the
things-
wrong topics.
I
here.
will.
got
I will.
big
No, I will
things
actually
tonight.
tell you. I will actually
Hey.
tell you why. We got an email from YouTube this week
You
that
did.
we had enough subscribers to fill an airplane,
Oh, that was last week.
Which-
Yeah, you're right. We
which
did.
which A felt kind of threatening, and B made me wonder about how we look from the outside. But mostly Mostly it felt threatening. Like we could fit all your subscribers in one airplane and crash it. It was weirdly worded. Like, hey, you guys could fit a 747. And then we could like send it straight to Ukraine and you'd never be heard from again. Your whole channel would
You'll
just
never have any
disappear.
more listeners. All your
Yeah.
listeners would be gone.
You guys took this in a very dark, weird direction.
Did you see the email?
I did not see the email.
So we got the email from YouTube that was kind of like, okay, so here's the exact words. We got 498 listeners, and the email we got from YouTube was, "High five, PHPUgly. You have enough fans to fill a jumbo jet!" Exclamation.
They don't say fans. Do they say fans?
I'm looking at it right now.
I am going to have to email them with a complaint.
You have enough fans to fill a jumbo jet. Now, the unspoken part is, as a corporation, we could make a jumbo jet disappear.
Too much.
I know.
We have bigger news. We're giving away a Raspberry Pi at some point.
We are
tonight.
giving stuff away tonight.
And
I
Tom
don't
is
have a button
like
for
taking us off the rails here, talking about Eric's facial hair and jets. There's got to be some other more interesting topics to talk about.
Okay, Michael Dorinda has summed it up very well, saying, "I'm not a fan. This is more of a car crash passerby situation."
I think
Nailed it on the head right there.
I have
Yeah, I think we need to put that like
terrible
as-
news for Michael Dorinda.
You did. So Michael Dorinda is on the new Laravel.com website for praising the Laravel framework. I think we need to put him on the PHPUgly website with that quote. I think that would be perfect. I'm not a fan. This is more of a car crash passing by situation.
You guys know how to really get listeners.
I love that.
Yeah. All right. If you don't know what Eric's talking about, Laravel launched a new website, and it has some notable quotables for fans
notable
of Laravel.
quotables. Oh, that might. All right. So if you're in Discord at discord.phpugly.com and you'd like to suggest a title like notable quotables, all you have to do is do an exclamation point title and then notable quotables, and the little PHPUgly bot will handle the rest.
Although Sarah's already proclaimed that car crash passerby situation is the title.
But she didn't do it correctly, so I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Sarah. The
Also-
bot didn't get it.
I'm going to need you to submit that through Twitter.
we only take title suggestions through tweet, Sarah.
It's a bad news. It's just,
Yes, you are right. There's a new Laravel.com website. I got to be honest with you, I don't notice a lot of. It doesn't look that different to me.
Don't notice a lot. So Eric, in our Slack channel, let's see, what was the quote? Fucking Steve.
Actually, that was in Discord. That wasn't in Slack.
It was Slack.
Proud enough to do it.
Oh no, it wasn't Discord. Let me find it.
We're gonna have to get an intervention together with you, Tom. I'm telling you.
Good
Yes,
luck.
there are several notable quotes on Laravel, the new Laravel.com from people we have interacted with.
People we have ostracized,
including
let's
the creator of Livewire.
Entirely clear.
I didn't mention this, but at Laracon, Taylor even said Livewire is one of the coolest things to ever hit Laravel. He praised it up and down. I just want to point that out.
Livewire is that part of the notable quotables, or can I not quote it?
Nope. No, I think if you take the first letter out of every one of the quotes, it says "fuck PHP ugly."
Yes.
Now, okay, so
fucking Steve
this
was in there.
okay. I want to state this doesn't come out of nowhere. I am a critic of Laravel.
No, really?
Really?
Yes, and when
On this show, I don't think
No,
you've ever done it on this
and
show.
when I interview people, when I interview PHP developers, the first thing I ask them is what's wrong with Laravel? What's bad about Laravel?
Why is that the first thing you ask them?
I also want to point
Because-
out Jess Archer. I talked about her ZSH plugin last week. She's on here.
Not my point.
I'm a fan.
No, because Laravel has a fandom. But what I want to hear the most from the fandom is what's not good about the thing that they love the most in the world.
Well, that's not what fans do, though. That's a ridiculous thing to ask, and there's nothing wrong with being a fan of.
No,
something.
but that's why I ask, because I say, tell me anything. Tell me anything that Laravel does wrong. And yeah, that's very hard for fans.
Listen, you're making Discord hostile towards us, and I'm feeling a little bullied. So
Okay, well, Discord has always been hostile towards us.
John, did you
if
see?
you
did you
can't-
see who's on the?
I'm not fucking done. If you can't take something you love and provide criticism,
Okay, you give me what your biggest criticism about vaping is, and we'll talk.
dehydration.
John, did you? Did you
That's
see-
a very simple question. Vaping, which I'm a huge advocate for, and Eric is unintentionally introduced into the podcast, vaping relies on dehydration. So if you're a vapor instead of a smoker, you have to hydrate a lot more, like a lot more. And it causes gum degradation if you don't properly hydrate. However, it's also 99.9% more effective than any other smoking cessation device, and is 99.1 healthier.
Hold on, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you for the good things. That's not. I'm not asking you to make a quote for a website.
Sure.
I just wanted you to talk about the criticism.
Dehydration. It's a big problem. People who
Or you could just- or-
vape don't properly understand that dehydration.
Does your wife vape too?
Yes. My wife.
Why was that such a?
My wife,
Such an
my wife,
aggressive
and all three of my children.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I mean, you can't.
not
you know.
great. But what I can impress upon them is that vaping.
To hydrate, we realize that. Eric, you were going to ask a question.
Did you see the list of quotes on the Laravel.com website?
Briefly, as you mentioned it, as
Our
you guys were
buddy
talking about,
from-
I haven't gone and looked at it.
Tony Lee from Dev Dojo is there, an old Laravel, San Diego Laravel user group member and SD PHP member.
Nice. I also see
Yeah.
Caleb Porzio is on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mentioned the creator of
We don't-
Livewire, and he helped
Yeah,
him.
no, we don't count him.
I mean, the only thing that would have been better is if, like, the creator of Vim was on here, or somebody prominent in the Vim community. Michael Durinda, I know you think you're prominent in the Vim community. Keep dreaming. I'm just saying that I would have taken a screenshot and just made it my my background on my computer. At that point,
So here's the interesting thing.
That's what would have done it
Sometimes,
for you.
sometimes you think you're right, but you don't know that you're actually wrong. And that's why it's important to have monitoring service. Wrong button.
We'd like to thank our sponsor for this episode, HookRelay.dev. HookRelay.dev allows you to create powerful webhooks without having to create all the groundwork yourself. Sure, the basics of sending webhooks are easy, but to add more powerful features takes time and effort. That's where HookRelay.dev saves the day. Have you ever tried sending data to third parties that have strict API limits? Do you handle those failures caused by those limits properly using traditional back-off algorithms? Stop worrying about third parties with flaky servers and let HookRelay.dev continue trying to reach them for you. Resending failed webhooks, or just resending for testing, is as simple as clicking a button. You can also be the recipient of webhooks. That's right, HookRelay.dev handles both inbound and outbound webhooks. HookRelay.dev can catch the request and then send them to your servers. And best of all, reporting. Writing code to track success failures, create reports, and more is already done with HookRelay.dev. Try HookRelay.dev's free tier today. Get 3 endpoints, 14-day retention, and 100 deliveries per day. Thank you, HookRelay, for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you, HookRelay.
Thank you,
Hook
HookRelay.
Relay,
I
which is
actually,
not a monitoring service. As John so pleasantly explained in that ad. Thank you, John Congdon, for telling us about Hook Relay.
well, actually,
you're
will
quite
be.
welcome.
I actually
I
will
did
be
it
using
live.
them as a monitoring service.
Not
I-
Hook Relay, you won't.
I will.
No, you
I
won't.
have a service.
Not Hook Relay.
Yeah. I have a service that will be sending a webhook call every time their external service goes down. Like a third party. I'll be using Hook Relay soon. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
I need to move my Discord. I keep looking over. I noticed that last show, a couple shows ago. All right. So how's everybody? I mean, we've kind of gone off the tracks already, but how was everybody's
We
week?
did. We did.
Awful.
Oh, John, you got a big day tomorrow.
I had a big day last week. I have a big day tomorrow. My overall work week was good.
What?
Uh,
You learn how to fly.
I am paragliding tomorrow. I am so excited about it. You can't take me
No.
down. I don't care how hard you try.
He's not learning to fly. He's just learning not to fall too hard. That's all it is.
I'm learning how to
Also,
fall
I can
slowly.
absolutely take you down.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. So, what I meant to do before the show and I forgot is I found an old video because I did a tandem paragliding thing 4 years ago, and I put it on Facebook this morning. I meant to go.
I
put
thought
it
that was.
onto our
I thought that
Patreon
was from
page.
today.
Nope, that was 4 years ago. It even says 4 years ago I did this,
God, gotta learn how to
and
read some-
tomorrow I get to start my lessons. I am super pumped about it.
Okay, so
and
the
then-
tandem thing you did was 4 years ago.
Yes,
Are you
4 years
doing?
ago.
Are you doing tandem again, or you're like just
Yeah,
doing
throughout-
solo?
No, throughout the lessons, you do about 25 to 50 tandem flights prior to soloing.
That's crazy.
Why?
So in the tandem video that you shared,
Mhm.
the last like 17 minutes, you were like, "Hey, he let me control the."
17. The whole video is 2 minutes long. So for the last 2
It just
seconds,
felt like 17 minutes watching it, Tom. That's all. Kind
for
of like
the
this
last,
podcast. It feels like it's hours, but it's not.
for like the last 5 frames
doesn't-
where I happened to pause
doesn't
it so I
feel
could take a screenshot of
That
it.
doesn't feel.
You do see me controlling the glider, and it was fun.
What were you doing here, John? Exactly.
I was controlling
so
the
he
glider.
was, yeah. So he's controlling the glider, and like, I mean, don't take this the wrong way.
Did you see the ridiculously small helmet I had on my head? So fun.
Yes. You look like a special
Was-
needs person.
Was
or
not going to mention that.
I didn't-
wonder. I
I
got to
didn't
wonder
know
if they
that
do that
we're-
on purpose. Like, oh yeah,
They-
let's give
they
this
must.
dork this small helmet.
They must. I didn't notice it. They handed me a helmet. I put it on. And then I see the pictures and the video. I'm like, Oh my gosh.
You know,
What the-
John walked up. He goes, "Yeah, you know, I am a pilot, so I probably know a lot of this stuff." And those guys are like, "Yeah, give him the small helmet. He'll be fine."
I
like
go.
Tom watched the video pause for 30 minutes.
Gosh,
He had to hydrate. He had to drink a bunch of water.
why is this? It's going very slowly. No, the when you handed the controls off, or your co-pilot handed the controls off to you,
Uh-huh.
and my first thought was like Klingon. Today is a good day to die. Like just fucking dive bomb it. Like I could never. I'm never allowed to do any of the things you see as a hobby. Where you're
That's
like,
probably
yeah,
a good thing.
no, like fly the thing, and I'm like, no, straight. Let's see how nuclear I can go with this.
That sounds stupid. Why would you do
I
that?
have never claimed to be smart.
Hey, are we going to talk any PHP or programming tonight? I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I was wondering. Showed
Can we
up.
talk about Ukraine?
no, too soon. The rest of my week was Phone Burner hired a couple new developers, notable in the PHP community, which is pretty cool. And then I realized how bad I am at my job, in the sense that my one thing is,
I could have told you that.
my one thing is show them the framework and, you know, kind of give a little background. And I had another member of the team. No, I had another member of the team on the call with me, and I fumbled through this thing so bad. Like it's not like I have a list of here's what I need to show them. It's normally I kind of walk through and kind of just give a high overview of the history of the framework, why it's in the terrible shape it's in, and how it's improved over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And I sounded like a blubbering idiot as I tried walking them through. So Jan and Alina, I'm sorry. I screwed that up completely. But
that
hopefully you
doesn't
forgive
sound
me.
right.
Yeah, it is. But outside of that, I mean, got them all set up, and that's a good thing.
Wait, why do you think you sounded like a blubbering idiot?
I didn't have an outline of what to show them, and as I tried, I just stumbled over my words and did not do a good job. I ended up like I said, somebody else was on the call with us, and I kept deferring to them, asking questions like, should I show something else? Am I missing something? It just wasn't good. Not good.
No,
It happens.
and I understand that. I've fucked up a lot of presentations. I'm supposed to have like every 2 weeks. I'm supposed to have a like what did you do presentation for.
Why do you like it's an insult? Every 2 weeks, I got to tell somebody what I did. God.
Well, because we have a very clearly defined front end and back end system, and I work on back end bugs and new features, and the front end gets to like show them, like, hey, this is the new front end, and it's fancy, and as the back end, I'm like, yeah, I provide the data. There's nothing fancy to show, and
But if you're talking about the developers, they get it. They know what you're doing, right?
Well, but I'm not. I'm talking to the owners.
Okay. Well, you should be talking about how you're driving the front end. The front end can't do their job without the data you're providing.
Well, but that
hopefully you're
feels
providing good data.
shitty to the front end guys who have to come up after me and be like, "Yeah, I rendered it."
Yeah, that's called teamwork. What's wrong with that? You're both doing your job. You're doing the job of providing the data, and they're doing the job of showing it. in a pretty format that you can't do. Man, you're
Well,
making it sound like
you think
horrible.
I can't provide pretty formatted data? I think it's pretty formatted.
You can't just throw JSON on the screen and say it's pretty printed and call it pretty formatted.
Yeah, but that's mostly what I do.
Oh my goodness. Eric, what did you do this week? No, I'm done with my week and want to hear about Eric's week.
Not much. Just did some light coding. I have some big plans for this weekend. Try to get a few things done. Been thinking about spinning up PHP Roundtable again. I was actually talking about that in Discord today. Yeah. I think it's time.
Do you have a topic picked out for the next one?
I've been reaching out to some people. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a different format, but not really. So
weird.
I have some ideas. I haven't totally figured it out yet, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But yeah, I think
check my email. I've got nothing.
I want to talk. Well, I would invite you, Tom, but I was really hoping to talk PHP. So
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting, my life is settling down a lot. It was crazy.
Got the move under your belt.
Got the move under my belt. Got all the other craziness. We've got a pretty good pace going with the magazine now. Everything else. So I'm ready to take on a few extra things again.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you do with it now.
Yeah, I got some plans. I'm hoping it comes together the way I've been. Like I said, I've been reaching out to a few people, getting some input, some feedback, and I'm really hoping it comes together the way I'm hoping it comes together, because I think it would be fun. It's going to be different. It's going to be a little different than your regular podcast, and yeah, I'm excited. Awesome. I just like this shit too much, man. I tell you, it's crazy. It's so crazy.
It was just a really bad time to take it over with what was going on in your life. And I definitely didn't want to see it, like the excitement of you taking it over and then that lull. It kind of, it's like,
well, you think about it. When I took it over, well, we weren't even, there was no plans of us taking over PHP Architect. We had not bought or sold our house, and I didn't have to have that. I tell you what, that emergency surgery in my mouth really took a lot out of me. I can't even explain to you how big of an impact that was, especially the just straight up agony leading up to it was horrible. But as soon as I take over PHP Roundtable, all that stuff happened, like boom, 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 boom. It was nuts. It was so nuts. So yeah, I'm happy to kind of get things calmed down some.
Yeah. Let me know how I can help, if there's anything I can do.
I will let you know.
Because I definitely don't want to see it dwindle. Bring it back. I saw it recently I got to find my tabs. PHP RFC, it was talked about in our Discord channel for conditional break and continue statements. Did you take a look at that?
I did not. I do remember seeing that come by in my email, and but no, I did not look at that.
Well, ever since Ralph Schindler joined our Discord channel and was talking about it, he actually authored this one. And his whole thing is,
Ralph authored this one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I love Ralph.
I'm torn on this one. I'm so used to, so the whole deal with this is he likes his returns being in the left gutter or leftmost part of his code base. So you have your function, returns are always on the first indent. And this gives you things like return if something. So it only returns if a condition is met. And then there'll be an optional return value. So if it's a void type, you could just say return if this is true, or You can say return if this is true, and then what is going to be returned, right? And I'm torn with it because I'm used to my guard clauses now being an if this, return, whatever. Just a real quick, usually 3 lines. I kind of like the idea of it all being on a single line. And then the return being at the front of it just makes it clear this is a return point.
Right.
But it also does look, when you're looking at the examples, it kind of looks funny having 3 returns in a row, even though they may be guard clause, and then the actual return. And I get it in a fully fledged method, you're going to have additional logic in there, so it's not going to be quite return. But it still could be. It's interesting. Be interesting to see how this goes in a vote.
I mean, I can kind of guess how this is going to go in a vote, which is universally condemned. The way that I don't know if I like this. The way I've seen votes go is that change is bad. Right?
If there was only a podcast where we could have an open forum conversation about these sort of things.
Well,
but this isn't necessarily change. It's an additional thing. It's something new. Your traditional way of doing it. If you don't like this, you don't adopt it. You know,
yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
It might become of your code standards for your code base.
So I would generally agree, but the return 0 if is funky. Like defining a default return value if a condition is not met.
No, if a condition is met.
Or is not. They have both. There are both examples here.
No, there's not.
Return 0 if
that condition is met. There's only if a condition is met.
So imagine the same exact thing with a ternary or a null safe.
But people do that nowadays. If it's only an if this or that,
it makes sense.
Right, but that's only an if this or that. These are more like guard clauses. You can't be in this method in a division type method. If the divisor is 0, you shouldn't be in here. So it's a guard clause. Get out of here.
Doesn't match do the same thing?
No.
Match throws an exception if you don't provide a default.
This isn't a match. These are guard clauses. I don't want an exception. Do you use guard clauses in your code today? It's a way of.
Let's pretend I don't know what you're talking about.
A guard clause, like I was saying with the division.
Talk to me like I'm a JavaScript developer.
You get into the method with invalid.
That's not what I said. Don't tweet me. Tweet Shokum.
You get into a method with either invalid data, or in the middle of the method, you're in a state that you can't fulfill the needs of that method. Like instead of throwing an exception, it's a return early thing. The division example is simple. If the divisor is null or 0, you can't do division. So you get out of the method quickly. That's all a guard clause is. So I wouldn't want necessarily an exception at that point.
But isn't that the
I wouldn't use match. And I wouldn't use match in that case anyway.
Isn't that the purpose of the exception though?
It depends on how you code your class.
It depends right now.
It doesn't matter. I still have plenty of guard clauses but I have plenty of guard clauses in my code that don't throw exceptions. It's a return early situation.
Don't take this personally. Your code is very old.
I'm talking about code today, asshole.
But your code today should throw an exception. So
Are you sure? Are you sure the match throws an exception if a match isn't met?
So if match doesn't have a default and a value is passed into it, it throws a match exception. If match has a default, it doesn't throw an exception, it passes the default.
Sarah Goldman, can you confirm that?
Oh my God. Check her Twitter.
Okay.
That joke will never get old to me. Ever.
Oh, man. I want somebody to confirm that match throws a default throws an exception if you don't have a default defined.
If there's no match, it throws a match exception.
Okay. Conditional expression.
Even if it doesn't.
It's still not a point. It's still not a use for match. I don't use match for my guard
the
clauses.
purpose of an exception is to say I have reached an exceptional state and have to end what I'm doing and report it to the reporting agency that I have. One of the biggest problems we have as PHP is not throwing exceptions enough.
I don't disagree with that, but there are times where an exception isn't necessary. I could have a null version of an object that I return instead of an actual object.
My gut instinct is to call you a liar, but
then you don't know.
I don't know that you're right or wrong.
I'm neither right nor wrong. It's a way of coding. You have guard clauses in your methods to get out of them early.
Absolutely.
Whether you throw an exception or not, it's another story.
But if you look at lower level languages, exceptions are the only way of handling out of bounds issues. So if you define something as being out of bounds,
it's not always out of bounds. That's what I'm saying.
No, but if it's not, then it's a bug.
No, stop. No, it's not. Not necessarily. I could return a valid response in some cases in multiple places. You don't always have a single return point where everything else is throwing exceptions.
I think you do.
Oh, he's still weak.
I really think you do. If you don't know what type you're expecting, then it's an exception.
Do you believe you can return multiple types?
Sure.
Okay, so you're okay with that concept.
It's either a model or a collection.
Well, not necessarily. It could be other things. But
hey,
sure,
fuck you, buddy. No, I nothing I deal with is either not a model or a collection.
Oh, well, if it's nothing you deal with and it's nothing anybody deals with, I get it. Yeah, that's fine. Makes sense.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah. Glad you're on board.
Okay, we done with this topic?
Yes, we're done with this topic.
No.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Yeah, I think so. Did you see that Symfony 6.1 is going to require PHP 8.1?
It should.
You think so? You don't think it's too soon to be pushing your framework users that far ahead that quickly?
Do you want me to pull up the timeline? Because 8.0 is only supported until December.
Is that correct? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know when Symfony 6.1 is coming out either, so yeah,
November.
I mean, it might be relevant. All right, let me
at length, I complained about Laravel not requiring 8.1.
Sarah says 8.1 is basically out of support already. You have only yourself to blame for the release manager. The release manager is the reason that happened, so you should know that.
Sarah, I'm gonna need you to tweet that so I can copy and paste
Retweet it.
Yeah, retweet. That's the word.
Oh,
yeah, no, I know. I told my wife at length, hey, I gotta be somewhat there for the podcast tonight.
Oh, so we're gonna do this now? Okay. Seriously, this is like 3 weeks in a row now.
You call this being there? You're
This
right,
is-
though. 8.1 is end of life this year. Wow, that is moving so quickly.
So I guess it makes sense.
I guess so, yeah.
Sarah says I'm wrong.
No.
I
Oh,
just said
you
you
still
were
get security until 2023. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Active support. Active support end of this year.
No, that's the important thing.
Well, especially for a framework, right? Like Symfony. I totally see why they would require 8.1 for the next version. Makes complete sense. More importantly, we're going to lose security support for 7.4 this year as well. So that means that as of 2023, you really need to be on some version of 8. Ideally 8.1, which you're going to have to upgrade that year. I mean, really, I am happy we're moving forward. But man, this just seems so fast. This is so fast.
But hopefully it's getting easier. And I say that, but I'm still on 7.4 on the main code base I work on, and we're actively trying to get to 8.1.
Mm-hmm.
And just running into issues here and there. Mostly with some of the very outdated components and libraries that we use.
Yeah.
So,
and once again, I have to apologize to Laravel Shift because drink your wine.
we're waiting for you to talk.
I know because I said it was bullshit that you could upgrade in 5 minutes, and Laravel Shift has gone and upgraded all of the libraries.
In 5 minutes.
All right.
Was there more to that conversation? Okay. So I did get a lot of feedback on those comments about Laravel Shift opening pull requests to third parties and what exactly was going on there. My understanding of it is that, yeah, they do that, but they don't actually do a shift on those packages. They just, I think they just evaluate their composer files.
So they're just updating that and hoping nothing breaks.
Well, yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, I think that's all they do is they evaluate the composer files, see what dependencies it has, if they're Laravel packages that have been updated, they can suggest those, but I don't think it does any sort of upgrade path to the code base itself. At least that's the way it's been explained to me by a couple of people.
Hey, do you think we should draw winners for the Raspberry Pi before this goes too much further?
Well, we should probably do it before the show's over. Why are we drawing a winner for a Raspberry Pi, Tom? Tom, why are we drawing a winner for the Raspberry Pi? Do you know?
Well, this is part of the mental health in development. Fuck, man. You're such an asshole. They just changed their name. Name.
Still, it wasn't even close to what you were saying.
No, I know it wasn't.
John, do you want to explain what's going on?
So PHP Architects is doing a series currently in the magazine called How to Hack Your Home with a Raspberry Pi. Ken Marks,
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, Ken Marks, who has written a book for PHP Architect and is a teacher and an avid Raspberry Pi user, wanted to share his experience with the Raspberry Pi, and has a very long tutorial broken up over a few months in the magazine. Open Sourcing Mental Health, OSMH, came to us and said, hey, let's partner up and we'll give away a Raspberry Pi to a random winner. So anyone can join. We're doing one this month and one over the next few months. So if you don't get one today, feel free to join. We'll get the next one up and running within the next couple of days.
And how do they join, John?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We'll get it up and running. Join our mailing list. That's the easiest way to find out. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook.
Is it not going to be the same link?
I guess it could be. It's not currently. I wasn't planning on reusing the link.
Okay.
It's gonna be phpa.me/pi3 for March.
Gotcha. Because March is the third month.
That is correct. I don't have that set up yet, so don't go there until you've joined the mailing list and you get notified that the next one is up and running. But now,
what we're giving away is actually a pretty slick kit. It's a little Raspberry. What's it? A Pi Zero?
It's a Pi Zero W.
It has a little camera, a bunch of little
and servos.
Servos, yeah, that's what.
Little servos, so you can move the camera around.
Yeah.
So we have not chosen a winner yet. I'm about to hit the choose winners now link. There are some caveats in the rules. We said you have to be in the U.S. because I don't want to deal with legal issues in other countries.
Or Ukraine.
You cannot be a family member or an employee of Eric, myself, or Diego Dev, or PHP Architect.
My cat is going to be disappointed.
So I'm going to draw a winner, and if they don't qualify, I will draw another one. Deal? Ready?
Deal.
Wait, where's the drum roll?
Oh shit!
I don't know how this works. All right, we have a winner.
Are we going to give away a name? Or?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Andrew Champ. I will email the winner.
I mean, his name is a winner. Are you kidding me? Andrew Champ? How does that person not win?
Andrew Champ, congratulations. I will email you tonight, and we will get you your Raspberry Pi kit.
Don't put a celebratory video up or anything, Tom. That's fine.
No, I put a trophy emoticon in the Discord.
Well, that's just as good. That'll work. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. That was fun.
Hey, you know what else is fun?
What else is fun? Joining our patrons list. Thank you to our patrons for listening to our show and supporting us. Honestly, I don't know how often we talk about this, but back near show 100, Eric and I were ready to wrap up and be done with PHPUgly.
That was the goal, to do 100 shows.
And we got there, and Eric and I were like, we're ready to be done with it. And we started getting patrons and people actually listening to us and joining us in Discord and making this fun again. And I was like, let's.
To be clear, this is the first I've ever heard of this.
What part? The episode 100 was going to be the whole leading up to, okay, I think we're going to wrap this up at 100 episodes conversation. You don't remember any of those?
They were honest conversations we were having. It's not like
I don't think I was there for that.
Oh, okay. What I meant to say was Eric and I were really talking about getting to 100 episodes and then just passing the torch to Tom and just letting him carry it.
Carry it for
Well,
an hour of him just sitting here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh my God, would it have been so funny if Ben Ramsey won the Raspberry Pi? We would have we would have had to disqualify him out of principle.
It's weird that we have like a blacklist, like fucking Steve,
Fucking
Ben
Steve.
Ramsey.
And we actually love them all. That's the
Oh no,
funny thing
we
about it.
very much love them. It doesn't necessarily translate in the Slack channel where you were like, "Can you fucking believe fucking Steve?"
It was the Discord channel, but yes, people in Discord, the people who have been here long enough get the joke. I hope the people who haven't are brought up to speed on the joke. Like, I feel like the whole Ben Ramsey thing, we've been playing that one for a long time.
Yes,
And
we have.
I feel like,
But he's helped with
Uncomfortable.
it, so it's good.
yeah, I feel uncomfortable sometimes, especially on Twitter. It's like, because he's got like a lot of followers on Twitter. It's like, if he really wanted to get people mad at me, I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard.
Hey,
But yeah, it's all in fun.
do you know about this asshole? He's only got one testicle.
I'm just happy that he got it and joined in with the joke
Yeah.
See, but
to the point of going on other podcasts and talking about it, like bringing it up. That's a sign of a good person right there.
that's the thing is like I can't tell the joke. I'm great at making jokes, but that
Not really,
one
you are.
that one time where Eric was like, "Oh hey Taylor, have you met Tom?" And I ran away. I'm like, "Oh, I'm not as good as I'm not very good at this. This is bad."
Oh my.
I'm sure Taylor's used to people fainting around him by now. Big bearded men just passing out.
Yeah.
All right. I think, are we good? I think that was good. We gave away stuff. I
Yep.
don't know. I feel like Tom rambled for a while. It'll be a short show. I'm good with a short show.
Did we discuss the invading private properties thing? I feel like we got that covered last week.
Invading private properties. What? What are we talking about?
That PHP unit supports mocking a full class and then taking a private
Oh
property.
God, yes, we talked about this.
All right.
Yes. We beat that one to death. You listen. I feel for people who listen to our podcast, and I appreciate you. And I understand sometimes it's rough, but you know what? I listen to the podcast 3 and 4 times, so I don't care how much damage you think you go through. I go through it a lot. Yes, we talked about it a lot, Tom. Way too much. All right, is that it?
All right. Yeah.
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Let me get back over to our thing here. What is this? Thank you for listening to episode 275 of PHPUgly. I'm Eric.
I'm John.
I'm Tom.
Keep it ugly.
Keep it ugly.
1, 2, 1, 2. Coming off the top, y'all know how we
You
do.
should have been
Listen,
enjoying
I'ma
it
drop a
lately, man.
freestyle you can cherish. I'ma send a shout out to the host named Eric. Yo, he's never on some average shit. You know Eric, he stays loud and passionate. I'm about to break it down for y'all with the clever song. Yo, shout the host named Thomas, cause he's never wrong. Yo, shout to John. You know that he's smart and quiet, unlike my freestyles, which cause a riot. I'm about
need
to
to
do
check
it like
see if
this,
Harry
'cause
Mack
the
is coming
people
to a
love me.
review.
Shouts out to PHP, the ugly. It's called ugly cause it's not professional, but I'm about to come through and bless it with style. So let's do it when I'm spitting, I perfume the room. Yo, the segment of the show is called Doom and Gloom. That came from Thomas. Yeah, can nobody go beyond this? I get the mic and then I'm about to keep it like a promise. Yeah, and y'all know we fill them up with anguish. We talking about the PHP, the programming language. About to break it down, no exaggeration. What do y'all do for a living? Web applications. Okay, I can dig it. My words spray tight. They getting together on the Thursday nights. Yeah, when it comes to rhyming, you can call me the new dude. I spew true lyrics while y'all broadcast on YouTube. So let's get it. You know my lyrics are major. All up in the comments, they got plenty of haters, but they doing what they doing. Keep it ugly. We ending every show with the saying it's lovely. Let's go. Hey, shout out to y'all.
Have I ever shared with you guys? Oh, please kill that. Yeah. I have a bobblehead. My wife got a bobblehead made of me for the little semi-pro baseball team I played with here in San Diego, or down in San Diego. I love this thing. This was actually
it was semi-pro. I don't remember that part.
I think they call it semi-pro. It was a rec league. I mean, I think that's what they call it, semi-pro, just because they wanted to feel more important. But this was actually a drawing from our buddy who did not this last PHPUgly logo, but the other one with us on the cover. He did a drawing of me like this, and Beck got it turned into a bobblehead. I love this thing.
That's awesome.
I just like sharing. I'm a sharer. That's what I do.
I like that you're more set up behind you now. You're getting the wires kind of tucked. You just need to get them into the wall so they're not so visible.
My Linux skateboard that I got at a Laracon 2012.
Linux.
It was the
Linux
first
con. Linux con.
Yeah, Linux. What did I say? Laracon? I said Laracon.
Yeah.
Linux.
Yeah.
This was the first time I was on a panel. I was on a panel there, and this is what I got. This has got to be one of the best speaker gifts ever. I tell you.
And you still got the plastic on it, like a true collector.
That's right. Yeah, I don't want to lose value. Kidding me?
It's got to be up to at least $15 now.
You see what else I have up here, John? Can you make out what that is?
I cannot.
That's us in Chicago.
Nice.
Oh, you know what else I found? Oh, you can't see it because it's on the top shelf. Check it. I found it. I lost it in the move, and I was panicking. I don't know why I was panicking, but
yeah, I've got mine above my window over there.
Yeah, I got mine right here.
Although
right
mine's not on canvas, mine's like just on a board of some sort.
Is yours signed? Mine's signed by Ninja Girl. Boop.
No.
Yep, I got it up there with the cherry blossom that you got me when we had our first office.
Aww.
It's way up there.
I'm gonna kill the stream. Thank you everybody for watching.
Wow, that was quick.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Discord.
We love you.
Thanks,